Arizona, a land of desert beauty, ancient cultures, and sweeping canyons. But beneath the surface of this rugged landscape lies a history of chilling disappearances, unexplained phenomena, and unsolved crimes that continue to haunt the state. Tonight, we're diving into the top 10 most famous unsolved mysteries in Arizona history. From lost mines to strange vanishings, these stories may leave you questioning what really hides in the desert shadows. Number 10. The mystery of the Lost Dutchman's Mine. For over a century, treasure hunters have scoured Arizona's Superstition Mountains in search of one of the most legendary lost gold mines in American history. The story begins with Jacob Waltz, a German immigrant known as the Dutchman, who allegedly discovered a fabulously rich gold vein in the 1800s. On his deathbed in 1891, Waltz gave vague directions to its location, sparking generations of seekers to head into the harsh desert. Some returned empty-handed. Others never returned at all, their bodies later found in the unforgiving landscape. The mystery deepens with countless tales of ghostly guardians, Apache curses, and even murders linked to the mine. Despite centuries of searching and modern technology, no one has ever found the Lost Dutchman's Mine, if it ever existed at all. Number 9. The disappearance of Laura Law. In 1969, a young woman named Laura Law vanished near Flagstaff. She was last seen walking home after leaving work late one evening. Despite search parties and extensive media coverage, no trace of her was ever found. Her disappearance shocked the community, as Laura had no known enemies and no reason to run away. The case grew even stranger when reports of suspicious figures lurking in the area surfaced in the days before she vanished. Some speculated she may have been abducted by a passing stranger, while others whispered about connections to unsolved murders in neighboring states. To this day, her case remains open, a heartbreaking reminder of how quickly someone can disappear in the Arizona night. Number 8. The legend of the Mogollon Monster. Arizona's version of Bigfoot roams the dense forests of the Mogollon Rim. Described as a towering, hairy creature with glowing red eyes, the Mogollon Monster has been spotted for generations by hikers, hunters, and even law enforcement officers. Witnesses report a foul odor accompanying the beast, as well as strange howls and screams echoing through the forest. Some believe it is a surviving species of giant ape, while others think it's a supernatural being tied to Native American legends. Skeptics dismiss it as folklore or misidentified wildlife. Still, eyewitness accounts continue to pour in, making the Mogollon Monster one of Arizona's enduring mysteries, and leaving many to wonder what might be lurking in those deep woods. Number 7. The 1970s Phoenix Lights predecessor. Most people know about the famous Phoenix Lights of 1997, but fewer remember that in the 1970s, Arizona residents reported a nearly identical event. Hundreds of people claimed to see strange formations of lights moving silently over the desert skies, long before the more famous incident. Witnesses described massive, triangular-shaped objects blotting out the stars, gliding silently above their homes. The government offered no real explanation, and many who came forward were dismissed as crazy. But when the 1997 Phoenix Lights happened, older Arizonans recalled that this wasn't the first time they had seen something strange in the skies. These earlier sightings remain one of the state's forgotten UFO mysteries. Number 6. The Canyon Diablo train robbery loot. In 1889, 4 outlaws robbed a train near Canyon Diablo, making off with an incredible fortune in gold and cash. Pursued by lawmen, the gang split up, hiding the stolen treasure somewhere in the rugged Arizona wilderness. 2 of the robbers were captured, but the gold was never found. Treasure hunters have spent decades scouring the canyons and cliffs of the area, following rumors and supposed maps. A few claim to have found traces, a coin here, a piece of jewelry there, but the bulk of the treasure has never surfaced. Whether buried in some forgotten cave or spirited away by the robbers who escaped, the Canyon Diablo loot remains one of Arizona's most enduring outlaw mysteries. Number 5. The death of Don Bolles. In 1976, investigative journalist Don Bolles was killed in Phoenix by a car bomb, one of the most infamous unsolved murders in Arizona history. Bolles had been reporting on organized crime and political corruption, and many believe he was silenced for what he uncovered. Though several men were arrested and convicted in connection with the case, controversy remains about who ordered the killing and why. Some argue it was a mob hit, others insist it was tied to powerful political figures. Bolles' death sparked outrage among journalists nationwide, who formed a collective called the Arizona Project to continue his work. Yet, decades later, the true mastermind behind his murder has never been revealed. Number 4. The Skeletons of Canyon Creek. In the early 1900s, ranchers near Canyon Creek stumbled upon human skeletons buried in shallow graves. The remains appeared to be old, but no one could determine who they were or how they died. Some believed they were Native American remains disturbed from sacred burial grounds. Others suspected they were the victims of violence, possibly massacred settlers or miners. The mystery deepened when more skeletons were discovered over the years, always in remote locations, far from towns or settlements. Archaeologists studied them but could not agree on their origin. Were they victims of ancient battles, outlaws left to rot, or something even stranger? To this day, the skeletons of Canyon Creek remain an unsolved archaeological puzzle. Number 3. The Mystery Castle of Phoenix. Nestled in the foothills just outside Phoenix sits a strange, sprawling structure known as the Mystery Castle. Built in the 1930s by Boyce Luther Gully, the castle was made of stone, adobe, and scavenged materials. Gully abandoned his family in Seattle, moved to Arizona, and built the castle in complete secrecy. When he died, his family was stunned to inherit the property. The castle is full of hidden rooms, secret passageways, and bizarre decorations. Why did Gully build it? Some say it was a gift to his daughter. Others suggest he was hiding from enemies or living out some eccentric obsession. Though now a tourist attraction, the true purpose behind the Mystery Castle remains unknown, an architectural riddle in the Arizona desert. Number 2. The 1997 Phoenix Lights. On March 13, 1997, thousands of people across Arizona reported seeing massive formations of lights hovering silently in the night sky. Witnesses ranged from ordinary citizens to police officers and even the governor of Arizona himself. Some described a V-shaped craft so large it blocked out the stars as it passed overhead. The Air Force later claimed the lights were flares from a training exercise, but many witnesses strongly disagreed. They insisted what they saw was a massive, structured craft unlike anything known to mankind. To this day, the Phoenix Lights remain one of the most widely witnessed UFO events in history, and one of the greatest mysteries of the American Southwest. Number 1. The disappearance of the flute player in the Grand Canyon. In 1938, a Colorado River guide told the story of a young man who disappeared while exploring caves near the Grand Canyon. He was said to be searching for the legendary Underground City, a supposed ancient civilization rumored to exist beneath the canyon walls. According to the tale, the man vanished after entering one of the caves, never to be seen again. Later, hikers reported hearing the faint sound of a flute echoing through the canyon at night, as if the missing explorer was still wandering its depths. While many dismiss this as folklore, others insist there's something more to the story, perhaps tied to the many hidden caves and mysteries that the Grand Canyon still holds. From hidden gold to vanishing explorers, from UFOs to cryptids, Arizona is a land rich with mystery. Each of these stories reminds us that sometimes, the desert keeps its secrets buried deep. Which of these Arizona mysteries do you find the most haunting? Did we miss one that deserves to be on the list? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this journey through Arizona's dark side, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you never miss more stories of history, mystery, and the unexplained. Until next time, stay curious.